Hey you! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adrian Kwan and I welcome you back to my So for today's video, we are going to break down some of my iconic Instagram photos, and I have not posted in 2 years. And Instagram started for me as a really fun hobby and it became something else. And I feel like whenever something isn't bringing you immense amount of joy or a good reason, then you should let go of it. And so I haven't posted since August 19, 2019, but I really wanted to give you an insight to the photos that I've posted so far and kind of give you an insight into what was going through my mind, what I was feeling that day, and just break down some of my iconic Instagram photos. So the very first photo is me at Lacma, and it was one of the very first photo shoots that we did after I moved to LA, and I was just growing out my hair, and I remember being so stimulated by everything that LA had to offer. And I think I did like 4 photo shoots right after I moved out to LA, and one of the locations was at Lacma, and it was an iconic look. I was wearing this like raspberry, cranberry, red color, and I looked like I had Lacma all to myself, and getting the perfect picture, especially in LA, is such a struggle because there's tourists and people always in the background, and so it looks like I rented out Lacma all to myself, and we were able to create this iconic photograph. And so I remember just like being so excited, that I had just moved out to LA, and it was just a really fun and great photo of me after I moved out there. The next photo is called Transcending, and I remember having so much fun at this photo shoot, and literally it's 2 entities, one and another of my alter egos, one being the muse, the feminine muse, and then one being me. And so it was the first time that I gave my Instagram followers basically a visual representation of how I feel about my brand, about myself, about my image. And one is obviously extremely feminine and one is masculine. And I think that's a really, really intriguing as well as fascinating topic that I really wrestled with. There are 2 shades to me, and there are 2 sides to me, and actually there's more than just 2, but there is predominantly a very masculine, feminine side to myself, and being able to express both sides is very liberating and something that I feel that I need to do, and this photo was able to capture that. And so I remember thinking to myself, like, you got this, and it was the first time I showed my followers and my friends, what was going on in my head. There's the feminine version of me, and then there's the masculine version of me. My next photo is this fierce photo of me on top of my apartment complex, and the building that I was living in at this photo in particularly, I was able to go to the rooftop, and it's not like it was like safe up there, but mine was like anything for a photo. And so I remember taking this selfie, and I was feeling my red lip and my red smoky eyeshadow, and I had my hair down, and it's like blowing in the wind. I'll be the fire to the cold. And so you can see the LA downtown buildings in the background, and so it's a really like strong and fierce side of myself. And I remember getting a lot of makeup brands' attention with this particular photo and being like, okay, you see me now. My next photograph is me looking like a thought in the bathroom. And this was right after I just got my hands on the Gucci belts. And I remember Gucci being so hot in LA at this period of my life. And it was just like, it was Gucci this, Gucci that, Gucci that, Gucci that, Gucci that. And I remember finally getting my hands on this Gucci belt and being like, oh my gosh. Like being so happy. It was like a badge of honor, you know? And so I was feeling myself, and I love the caption. It's playful. What took you so long? Sorry.
I was taking selfies.
You know, it's an iconic photograph, and I love my hair. I love the denim, and I love the white sneakers. And it was at the bathroom in Nordstrom at the Grove. My next is this iconic all Gucci leather button-up shirt with the silver belts. And I honestly, it's like one of my favorite outfit of the day photos. And I remember going into Elizabeth and James store, and that's where the photo was taken. And there was no one in the store except me. But I remember there being a lot of crystals, and I remember buying one of the crystals, and I was shocked that the crystals were inside the Elizabeth and James store. And so that was something that was intriguing that happened that day. And I like the all black outfit. It feels very Matrix, and it was the very first time that I think I posted an all black look. And I thought the caption was appropriate. Black Swan. And so I wish that I had not darkened my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are a little bit dark in this photo, and sometimes my eyebrows can turn out perfect in real life but not in photographs. And so I usually go back into Photoshop and fix my eyebrows. And so that's the only thing that I wish that I didn't change about this photo. But other than that, I look fierce and so chic, and I look like I just walked out of the Matrix. And so yeah. The next photograph is of me. He has risen. And this picture was the very first time I felt really confident showing my long hair and being masculine. So this photo shoot was all about me being very masculine, but with long hair. And it has been a long journey for me to come to this point today where I've realized I can be a guy and rock really long, luscious hair and still be a guy. And, you know, a lot of people are like, are you transitioning? Why do you have long hair? Blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I'm a guy that loves to express feminine and masculine. And I felt for the very first time in this photo shoot really strong and masculine with long hair. And so I look back at this photo and I think to myself, like, you've come a long way. And I felt like Thor or Tarzan, and it was an iconic photo shoot. The next photo is of me and Carla, and this was for my 30th birthday, and I remember this day being so horrible and then turning into something so beautiful. And a big thank you to Carla for making that day so amazing, and Tao for just treating me right for my birthday. And you only turn 30 once, and I remember almost about to cry at the beginning of the night, and at the end just like being so happy how everything had turned out. And I know I look kind of demonic and fierce in this photo. When you flash the camera during nighttime, kind of, it does that thing with your eyes where it like makes that white speck, and it can look demonic, it can look evil, but it's very fierce. And me and Carla are just standing there and being like, yes, serving, honey. And yeah, it was an iconic birthday, and I'm so happy I got to celebrate it at Tao. And the artwork in the background is so beautiful, and Carla had made that day so special for me, and so that was one of my favorite birthdays to this day. The next photo that we're gonna dive into is the picture of me with Kim Kardashian and Mario. And honestly, this was one of my most happiest moments in LA because I felt like a boy that had won a golden ticket. Being invited to that party in particularly, like I felt like I had won the lottery. So much shit had gone wrong in my life in LA, and I think I was just at a place in my life where I was just like so down on myself. And then this party happened. I got invited to it, and I met Kim, the iconic Kim, and it was just an iconic photograph. And there's a little story behind this photo. So there's a photo of me that I have of me and Kim, and then I didn't realize that Mario wasn't in the photo with me. And so I was like, no. I really wanted you in the photo too, Mario. And so that's how I ended up being in the middle. And Mario was on this side and Kim was on this side. And we look like the Holy Trinity because we're all wearing white. I had no idea that Kim was going to show up wearing all white. I love all white. I think the gays love all white. But, I had that not planned. It just happened. It was a coincidence. And I was just like, I felt like I was on cloud 9. And honestly, this picture photographed my emotion. I was just so happy that day. And Kim was one of the most beautiful people I've ever met in my life. And she's just so kind and down to earth. And she's such a perfectionist, and you can tell by just the way that she stands and the way that she walks. And so I felt like Charlie, and I felt like the luckiest boy in the world, and I think everybody could feel that. And I honestly feel like to this day it's one of the happiest moments I've experienced in LA. So this photograph means a lot to me. And so Scott, thank you so much for this photograph. I am forever so thankful that you took this photograph of me, Kim, and Mario. The next photograph is of me with the beautiful iconic LA wings, and I felt like a Victoria's Secret model, LA's models, LA Angels. Yeah, LA Angels. And I finally got a picture with the wings, and it was like celebrating that I finally found this particular set of wings. And it's probably my favorite wings in LA. And so if you guys want the details on where it is, then hit me up because I will send you the location. But I remember it was so hot that day, and I had my hair down and I was going for an androgynous look. And a little shout out to Tony Bay because you took a really awesome photo of me, and it's iconic. And I love that my hair turned out so amazing, and my legs look like they're up to my asshole, and I was wearing 3-inch heels. And so I remember walking around downtown LA thinking my legs and my foot's gonna hurt so much tomorrow morning. But this photo was worth it because my legs look so super long. And so, yeah. So my last photo that I posted on Instagram is this iconic photo, and honestly, sculpt me so I can stand the test of time. Honestly, being in my 30s, it has been such a surprise to me that I'm able to have such an amazing body through fitness, through my diet, and I have a better body than I did in my early 20s. And so this was a photo shoot celebrating just that. And you know, one day I'm not gonna look this way, and, you know, I'm going to look 40 and I'm gonna look 50 and I'm gonna look 60, and things are gonna look very different. And so this photo shoot was very emphasizing, you know, that you should be very thankful for the way you look or what you worked really, really hard to look like. And, you know, I look like a thought, but it's all worth it because I feel like the picture is iconic. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys got a little insight into what was going on in my life and in my head when I had posted those photos. And so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember to subscribe to my channel down below. Remember to give this video a big fat thumbs up. And I will see everybody on my next video. Bye, you guys.